Sean Diddy Combs. It went from Cassie to TD Jakes. Now we are getting allegations about Meek Mill.
Yeah.
How is it that you feel about these allegations that's going on right now?
Listen, man. Listen. It's I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not surprised. Like, think about it though. Like, these cats in the industry, they always been a little, on that side of alternative lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I don't even think they see nothing wrong with it privately. Publicly, it could be a hit to your reputation as far as, they're not gangsters or nothing like that, but as far as, black men though. You know what I'm saying? But not surprised. You know what I mean? Any person that wants to go and hang around somebody who is deemed a deviant is already strange. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to hang around them, what are you hanging around? Because his reputation, his name? Like, I think about the Meek Mill thing. Meek Mill is from the streets of Philly. Like, he a real street cat. Right. Like, everybody in this room didn't see Meek Mill since he was, 12 years old, 13 years old, freestyling in the streets. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, his reputation in Philly is that. You know what I mean? His people around him is that. So for him, he got some money now, and then he wanted to go hang with Diddy. I'm not saying that he did anything, on that type of time, but what I would say is it don't look good. Right. You know what I'm saying? It don't look good. Cassie came out, got her money. You know what I mean? He settled out of court because he was doing all type of, strange things with her. It's like, the things that was coming out was, he was watching her have sex and making her do things she didn't want to do and this and that. Mind you, some people had a problem with that, right? Some people said, she waited too long. I don't think that's waiting too long is an issue. Right. I think, when you're bound to somebody and, you're young and you're manipulated and all these things, it might take you time for you to come out with your story. You feel me? So I don't think there was nothing wrong with it, but also do believe that Diddy has power and he's a deviant. I do believe he's a deviant. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at it like that. I'm not surprised.
So the recent thing with Meek Mill. Yeah. You feel like that's true?
I can't speak to if it's true or not, but I would say it's strange. You know what I'm saying? I would say it's strange. I like Meek Mill's music and the rawness that comes with his music, but they talking about he like it raw. You know what I'm saying? That's what they saying. That don't make me feel comfortable as a listener no more. I'll tell you that much. I won't listen to music no more. And then on social media, he pleading like he's saying that he's not this type of person, makes me believe he actually is. So it just makes me feel uncomfortable as a listener, as a heterosexual man that likes women and women only. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to listen to the music no more. That's for sure. Them type of rumors make me nervous. Make me feel like, I'm in cahoots with him or something, so I got to stop listening to it altogether. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool off Meek Mill. Shout out to my Philly cats, man. My Philly brothers, I love y'all, but I just can't listen to bro no more. Right. And if you listen to Dreams and Nightmares, I posted this on my social media the other day. Them lyrics hit a little different now after the accusations. I used to ride like this, to grind like this, so and then he said, he locked up with handcuffs in the patio. Like, it was crazy. So when I heard that, I said, handcuffs is different now, and the grinding is different now, and the dreams and nightmare whole thing is different now. Like, you had these dreams, and now you have nightmares. Like, what kind of nightmares? You feel me? So the whole thing makes me feel uncomfortable.
Also, TD Jakes. Like, mind you, this is all within the lawsuit. This is not just like he say, she say. This is within documented information. Look, man. So TD Jakes as well.
I'm going to tell you about TD Jakes, right? But before, when I was coming up, right, I was a little younger. In the truth, there was a cat named Eddie Long, right? Eddie Long he had sex with 4 of his parishioners, right? Or 4 kids that was in the school, right. In the church that came up, and he had sex with 4 of them. And I think they ended up robbing them or something like that. And they came out like, boom, like you took advantage of me. And this is a culture of pastors, black pastors. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was young, when I was 14 years old, 13 years old, I was a little young. I was like 11 years old. I went to a church, and this lady went up in the church, and she told a story about how her daddy was a pastor, right? And her father would go up you know, and preach the word of God every day. Every Sunday. Preach the word of God every Sunday. And then after church, when she'd be asleep, he'd come in there and have sex with her. You know what I mean? For years. She told her mother didn't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? And, you know, she's still a Christian to this day. She was in church telling her testimony, but, you know, loving God and all that. But that was happening to her from her pastor. So, like, I'm not saying all pastors are like this, but I would say that it's in them to be a deviant. That's why they want to have private meetings with your woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why they want to chase that strong man away that your woman is with so he can manipulate you. Because he sees that man is manipulating you, but now he want to manipulate you with the word of God. Right. So now, these cats are doing that to little boys, especially little boys who come from a terrible background, right? Someone easy to take advantage of. So when I look at T.D. Jakes, come on now. I look at him, I've been knowing he's a sodomite. But you can tell. Any regular man can tell he's a sodomite, right? So right. By the way he talks. So now, when I hear about him being a power bottom, and I hear about him being with parties with Diddy, I'm not surprised either. Things don't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? They don't surprise me. They all are together. You know what I'm saying? They all with each other, and they all are sexual deviants, and they believe that there's power in that bottom. But along with being a power bottom, I had Google what a power bottom is just to get some. It was the craziest thing I ever heard for that big black alternative lifestyle. Man, I said, no way. That is crazy. And I never wanted to Google it again. Got a clear history.